The host, who was live on air, suddenly realized that a bomb had been planted in his earpiece. If he left his seat or told anyone about it, the device would detonate. He had no choice but to stay calm and finish the broadcast. Jack was a television host. That day, a caller phoned in, complaining about how miserable his life was. Jack, tired of hearing the same complaints over and over, snapped back at him. The caller, furious at Jack's response, threatened to blow up the Maple Bridge. Jack assumed it was just a prank and quickly hung up. But barely a minute later, a powerful explosion echoed through the city. When Jack looked out the window, he saw the Maple Bridge really had been blown apart. Realizing the situation was serious, Jack considered calling the police. But just as he started to dial, he hesitated. Jack thought, if he could be the first to report this bombing, ratings at the station would skyrocket. His career, which had been on the decline, might finally reach new heights. So instead of calling the cops, he phoned the deputy station chief. Jack had a long history with him. It was because of a falling out with this very man that Jack had been demoted to radio hosting in the first place, which eventually led to his divorce from his wife, a reporter. But if Jack could get an exclusive line to the bomber, it would be the hottest story in the country. He told the deputy chief that in exchange for the scoop, he wanted his old position back. The deputy agreed to play along. Before long, he showed up at the scene with a live broadcast crew. He and Jack began discussing how to stage the broadcast. They believed the real ratings boost would come from digging into the bomber's identity and motives. When Jack finally called, he asked the man why he blew up the bridge. The bomber revealed that he had been one of the workers who built the Maple Bridge 30 years ago. 2 years ago, during maintenance work, 3 of his fellow workers fell into the river. They could have been rescued, but at that very moment a military exercise was taking place on the bridge. Police delayed their response, and all 3 men drowned. Their families received no compensation. The bomber demanded a personal apology from the president. But Jack was only a TV host, he had no power to make that happen. When the deputy station chief saw Jack start to hesitate on air, he abruptly cut the live feed to another host. Jack, furious at losing his shot at a comeback, felt crushed. But then, the bomber insisted he would only continue talking to Jack. When the station refused, the female anchor's earpiece suddenly exploded.